How do you get money for your movie? How do you pitch your film successfully and get your movie made? Let's talk to producer Nick Messina about how he gets it done. Hey, Nick. Thanks for talking to me today. Good to see you. I noticed you earlier speaking fluent Italian.
Yeah, yeah, I speak pretty good.
Yes, I could tell. I could tell. And I see you have I have one of those plaques, but I think you beat me. That's pretty amazing. Is that for all your channels?
Yeah, this part of the some all over the room. Most of them are still in the boxes. I still didn't have time to put them up.
Oh my God. But you are a very prolific producer. I mean, you have a movie coming out. I don't know. I looked on IMDb. You got like maybe 40 projects on the horizon, more that you've done. You become very prolific. What I have so many questions, but my first, how do you get that kind of consistency? How do you reach that point?
It's by being reckless.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
I really believe that it's about accepting what I know and what I don't know. And what I don't know, I don't know nothing about movies. That's the truth. I come from a different environment. My know-how it's data. My know-how it's analyzing a massive amount of data. That's what I know. I don't know anything about production. I don't know anything about creativity. So I think that it's useless for me to enter inside the creative process where there are an incredible amount of wonderful talent that knows about that. So I make it work because I keep on my ground. I keep my ground. Sorry for my English. I hope
it's all good.
I keep my ground, and I let filmmakers do what they know how to do. It's a participation, this business model that I built. I provide to filmmaker data. I read to their pitches. If they are in line with my data, it's a go. And then, boy, we speak when you deliver. And then I get back to do what I know how to do, which is then distribute, monetize, try to get the most out of it in this difficult environment.
Now, how does a filmmaker's pitch align with your data? Is it a matter of certain elements, like every 10 pages, an action scene, a romantic subplot? How does data match the project to make it worthwhile for you to fund it?
So today we decided to focus on the plot rather than on the script. You see, I believe that we are entering in an era of fluid entertainment, where the shelf life of a movie has a peak at the beginning, and then we need to envision new ways to make it generate revenues in the long run. We are in the fast food era of entertainment. Accept it or not, believe it or not, this is my vision. So basically, our analysis, it's on the plot. So filmmakers send us a plot, genres, and our AI system analyze that, provides a score. If the score is below that, we're not gonna greenlight it. If the score is above, we're gonna greenlight it. It's that easy, that simple.
Is it a matter of scaling the budget to what a particular type of film, how much money it can make? We've seen, I'm talking about Hollywood for a second. They seem to spend way more money on these projects. I mean, superhero movies, I don't think that genre is going away, but I don't know that you'll see $300 or $400 million budgets for a superhero movie going forward, since the market cap seems to be at like 500 million for some of these films now. So maybe Marvel will make $100 million movie or something smaller? I don't
Well,
know what your thoughts are on
you know,
scaling budgets.
okay, I think there has been really an earthquake in the industry, and
Yeah.
it's been so dramatic that my belief is that a lot of people still lives in denial.
Oh, right.
L-
Denial.
Let's make things straightforward. Any movie between $5,000 budget and $1 million budget have the opportunity to make anywhere between $10,000 and $250,000 with a medium that is not 125.
Right.
It's more in the 30,
Right.
35. Now, if that is the market, then the only analysis I can make is that a movie cannot cost $1 million.
Yeah.
Now, big movies, do we need to reduce the budget? My belief is yes. My belief is that, the industry has gone to produce $300, $400 million movie, not because they really want it, but because there is a system of producing companies that have shrink their business, and they push very much to bring this budget to ridiculous level just to keep afloat. But even the reason for a movie to be made, before it was made because it was going to theater and making hundreds of millions of dollars, now they are more the hook to keep the users on the platform. Now, if we see them as marketing activities, okay, then spend 300 million, 400 million. But the goal is different. It's not to make revenues out of it. It's to hook the user. So you're going to have one big movie every 2 months. We will see those in the coming up section. So we're waiting for the next stuff. Now it's valuable. But an industry, a healthy industry, has to generate profit. Now, the problem of this industry is, especially the independent, has always relied on investors that are outside of the industry.
Right.
And I hear filmmakers having plans and revenues projections that are far away from the truth. They're simply false. So it's either denial or it's conscious hoax to investors.
Right.
Both cases, you are ruining the little opportunity for the next filmmakers to get the movie. So what I believe and what I pitch to filmmaker is, I'm not gonna finance you $200,000 for a movie. It's not gonna make money for me, and I don't care about producing it for you. We need, first of all, to generate profit. And the reality is I have movies made for $20,000, $25,000 that reach millions of users. And a couple of bigger production companies have asked me to share the data because they're looking to do remakes of the movie. So what I requested is, if you're going to make a remake, I want the director involved. Because so we need to face this industry with a business eye, which I never see. I mean, I speak with filmmakers and I say, are you aware that there are some major platforms that send cents reports every day? 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents.
Right.
This is the media industry. It's not the media NGO. I should. Now, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't have art. And that doesn't mean that we should have art that have no business outcome. We should, because it elevates people, it elevates the world. But you see, we need to find a middle way. We need to find even this explosion of tax credit, everybody talks about tax credit, tax credit. Yeah, that tells me something. Tax credit means a lot of work, a lot of condition, a lot of the adaptation. If we live in an industry where that's the only viable way to make a movie, it means the business is not working.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Otherwise, you don't need money.
Yeah. You don't need government assistance to make a film.
Exactly.
If the industry was healthy,
exactly.
You wouldn't need it.
You would need it for that art that doesn't have a clear consumer output and still needs to be supported. And I totally agree with that. But today, you hear these amazing financing companies that basically say we're financing the tax credit.
Right.
You're not investing. It's not an industry. You're just, cash flow.
Well, look, here at Film Threat, we deal with a lot of first-time filmmakers, aspiring filmmakers, looking for a place to, get their movies financed. A lot of people do crowdfunding. I think that's a good place to start. But your company, if I can put up the website right now, here it is. It's Insurgence.co. So the word Insurgence.co. You can sign up here. So tell me how your process works. And then I want to get your advice on how to pitch for a film, whether it's to you or even to anyone else.
So what I hate about this industry is, this industry has built, sorry if I take it large.
Please.
I don't mind it. Has always survived on scarcity and on this crazy control of the path. So basically, this was a closed country club where nobody could enter. The way for entering was almost impossible. What I try to create is a platform that allow any filmmaker not to beg for an introduction, not to beg for having an email, answered. You just sign up. You sign up to the website. It will drag you to our web platform. There is a simple button, pitch your movie. You just put your title, your genre, a plot.
Right.
It means that also it's, give in some way some protection to the filmmaker. They're not exposing the overall story, the overall pitch, just the plot. And you tell us how much money you would like to have. When you're thinking about shooting and when you're thinking about delivery, that's very important because filmmakers should be held accountable.
Yeah.
I give you freedom to tell me what are your goal. In the contract, I give grace periods on those dates. And by the way, we never put the filmmaker in the position of saying you have to give us the money back.
Right.
Just for you to know, in the worst case scenario, the only thing that the filmmaker may face, it's me recouping an X% more on the money that I gave you. So I don't want them to feel like they owe money to me. And then they just click send. Our AI evaluate. It pops up in our backend platform. And once a week, we evaluate the projects.
Now, how that's amazing that you're so accessible through a website. What so you get an answer within a couple weeks. What are the budget ranges? You said like 10 grand. And look, I know filmmakers that made some amazing, indie horror films or small indie movies for under 100 grand. I've seen it. We talk about them on our channel all the time. But what range are you looking for generally? 10 to 50.
Yeah.
So these are first-time filmmakers for the most part, or?
I mean, the director of Darkness of Man, which is James Callen-Bersac. He made the last movie with Van Damme. He made the movie with us. for 50 grand.
Wow.
We ended up at the Fantastic Fest.
Oh, I love Fantastic Fest.
Yes.
That's amazing. Wow. Did you go? Did you attend?
No.
Oh, the filmmaker gets to go. That's fun.
Yes, and that's all about it, you know. I'm not really a big fan of everything around entertainment. I leave it to the filmmakers.
Yeah.
I was working on finish coding the platform, so that's where I have fun with.
Yeah. As we wrap up, can you give advice to the filmmakers watching this on what pitches grab you? What does and the algorithm, like, look, you complain about AI all you want. A lot of companies that develop movies use these tools. They use AI tools to recognize, you know, a project worth pursuing. Well, it's just the reality.
Let me tell you, I am not an AI fan.
Same. It's a double-edged sword.
Exactly. You know. So what do I use AI for? I use AI to say, these are my data. You need to help me to eliminate those that are blatantly not in line with my data.
Right.
That's the first thing. The second thing is, within those that are within my data, my goal, and I'm raising money to do so, it's really to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Because you see, the only data that I don't know is the unexpected one.
Right.
So you see, when you tell me what your guts say when you read, my guts say nothing. Because I don't let my guts say anything. Do you remember I told you I don't understand anything about movie?
Yeah.
So either you stand by something, you can stand a little bit. So if it's within my, let me say, it's within my data, I try to give a little bit of priority to guys that already have done something, you know? Mm-hmm. It's, of course, a risk to go to someone that have never done either a short.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So there are some level of priorities, but my dream is to basically say yes to anyone who go over the score that they're supposed to get.
And then in terms of rights, are there shared rights or is it worldwide, all platforms?
Shared revenues.
Shared revenues. Okay.
So this is how it works. If it's an original, I keep the IP. I keep the worldwide unlimited distribution, but I share every penny from any single source of revenues.
Yeah.
So we sell the IP, you get a percentage. We make money on AVOD, you sell. We sell to AI companies that are looking for training, you get a part. You get a part for everything. Yeah. And on our platform, you can track it because we can give you information where the movie's been distributed, how much money it's making, et cetera, et cetera.
All popular producers get calls during interviews. That's a normal thing that happens. It's like you're very popular. I want to let people know the platform is Insurgence.co. It's the indie Revolt. Nick Messina will look at your script, evaluate it, and you can get a budget from him. And we want to give tools to our people who watch our channel to get their films funded. And I agree with you. They should have some experience, at least made a couple short films, been through the process. They're ready to make a feature. You know, they've proven they can do something.
Can I, first of all, we don't need the script. We don't need the script.
Right.
We need the plot.
Yes.
And I highlight that because there are a lot of filmmakers that needs a reason to start developing the script.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Second is having done something before, it's not mandatory. We ask for information to the filmmaker. I need to be honest, I hate bullshit. I hate them.
Yeah.
I tell the truth. Of course, if I have 20 pitches and 10 has been made by people with experience and 10 no, there's a high chance that I will choose 70% from those who have experience and 30% with those that don't. But it's not limited. I should try to leave the door open to anyone, because the problem is this: if they never start, if they never find someone believing in them, why the hell? How can we create the next generation of filmmakers?
Yeah.
Now, of course, where the experience enter in place where, and we need to decide the budget. You may ask me for 50,000. You've never done anything. I said, no, kiddo. There are other filmmakers that made movies for 15. If you want it, you start from when they started. Okay, you get 20, you get 22 based on the movie, etc. And if you need to review a little bit your movie to adapt to that budget, because at the very end, what they need to understand is this: the medium is 35. If I make all the movies for 50, I'm gonna lose money.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah.
Now we grow our position. I say to all the filmmaker, I don't have any problem in giving to you 200,000 grand. No problem. But we need to create an environment where we make $600,000 on average per movie.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't look at that side, because filmmaker mostly, and I understand that, and I agree with that, and I'm not questioning that, most of the time, they don't give an F about the revenues of the movie. They only think about my return, what my review says, and not, it needs to be a win-win.
Yeah.
So this is it.
Well, I got to say, I like what you're doing. I like giving new filmmakers a chance. This is a great opportunity for filmmakers to get their first feature off the ground or get something in the pipeline and not go into debt, and have a partner like yourself that knows the business. Nick, thanks for talking to me.
Thanks.
Definitely come on again, and we'll discuss more. Go to insurgence.co. Check out the platform and pitch Nick a movie. He's looking for you.
Yes, pitch movies.
Pitch
Have
your
a
movie.
wonderful day, Chris.
Great. Thank you so much. Take care, Nick. See ya.